Okay, trying to connect up to universal consciousness, collective unconsciousness, call it what you will. Dowsing rod. So, normally used for finding water, pipes, electricity cables, geopathic stress, negative, positive lines. So you're walking along, some people have two rods, and then you get it swinging in, and there's a nice positive line going down the middle of the gym. Just found it, there it is. Then you can use it to ask questions. So you're using your subconscious, your unconscious mind and your autonomic nervous system. So you are moving the rod even though it feels like it's moving itself. I remember I was dowsing with a pendulum the other day. Lady said, "Are you moving that pendulum?" I said, "Are you beating your heart?" Autonomic. Nothing to do with me. Subconscious, unconscious, all good. So, feels like it moves on its own. So you might need to practice. To get it to move to answer a question is very subtle. So give me a yes, and it moves in. Give me a no, you don't get anything. So what you can do is drop it. As a friend of mine used to go like this, and lurch forward. Well, you can drop it. So you ask the question, am I stood on a positive energy line? And you drop it. So my wrist's already cocked. My subconscious has gone, it's a yes, it's cocked my wrist, so when I drop it, it swings in. If I go here, same question, it's not cocked, it knows it's a no, but you're giving it some momentum to move. But when you get used to it, you can go, give me a yes, and it'll swing in. Very subtle. Sometimes you can get like a big biro, take the refill and put it on, and then it's all swingy and there's less friction. But I don't like that because I can do it. But this is a welding rod, I'm quite happy with that. I've also made a telescopic one, an aerial that folds, so I can get it down to just that size and put it in my pocket. Yeah, in the last video I quoted Einstein. I'm going to quote him again. Why not? Just done a diploma in dowsing, even though I've been dowsing for 20 years. And good old Einstein said, and I quote, "I know very well that many scientists consider dowsing, as they do astrology, as a type of ancient superstition. According to my conviction, this is however unjustified. The dowsing rod is a simple instrument which shows the reaction of the human nervous system to certain factors which are unknown to us at this time." So, good old Einstein. And he used to do meditation techniques, which is what I'm going to be doing now. He'd hold two rocks like that. So he's meditating, so if he falls asleep, it'll wake him up. So he used to do some of these exact same things. Now, if you want to get some information, if you want to Google the universe, there's a couple of techniques you can use. You don't have to dowse, but let's get this waffle out of the way. Gratitude will connect you up to Orion and Pleiades. Silence will connect you up to Ursa Major, Taurus and Polaris, Pole Star. And that's where you can get some information. So, this is what I do. You want some information? Think of a question. Say it out loud or say it in your head. And then have the dowsing rod ready and say thank you over and over again, either out loud or in your head. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And when this swings, you've got the answer. It's not in English, it's in your subconscious. So now, you're either going to get an insight, and go, oh wow, that's really good, or you dowse it out. So you go, what was that? Energy, information. So sometimes, when you've been connected before, there's a download waiting for you. So it could be a download, woof, you get stuff. And then you dowse it out. Am I supposed to do something? Is it to do with me, somebody else, the gym, a house? And then when you get a yes, you then break it down even further. The other Google, as you might call it, is silence. And this, I didn't realise it was transcendental meditation. I've just done a diploma in meditation. So I've been doing transcendental meditation without knowing it. So basically, you have to cut off the internal dialogue and cut off all thought and just be. And just be. You might only be able to do it for a couple of seconds. But if you practice, you can do it for a little bit longer. And you don't need to do it for that long. Because download speeds from the universe pretty fast. So, here's what I would do. Think of a question. You don't need to say it out loud. You don't need to say it in your head. Have it in your intent. You can say it before, so you know. So you've got a question, but then have it in your intent. And then switch off your internal dialogue, switch off all thought. And I'm going to actually do this now to see if there's anything, and if we get a result, we can dance it out. So we can do this properly live. So let's have a look, see if we get anything. Okay, we've got something. So, it's in here, it's not in English, so I need to dowse it out. So, is it to do, I'm pretty sure I know what it is it to do with this video? Yes. So, and I reckon I'm being told to whack it on YouTube, because it's going to help a lot of people. So, that's a nice feedback. Okay, dowsing is very logical. You start asking questions that haven't got a yes/no answer or have double negatives in there, you're going to get a load of rubbish. There are little things that can happen where part of your brain might go, "Ooh, I can talk," and starts trying to dowse. So right hemisphere, left hemisphere, all the rest of it. As soon as you get something dodgy like that, just quietly say to yourself, right, integrate, educate. So then it becomes part of it and it's not fighting, you're bringing it in as a whole. Like, you could call it the inner child, or the right hemisphere, or the reptilian brain, call it whatever you want, doesn't matter. But bring it into play and educate it, so it's no longer a child. Also, definitions of words. If you're not sure about the definition of a word, it's like talking rubbish. So, every now and again, ask, as you're dowsing, as you're meditating, as you're saying thank you and giving out gratitude, exchange definitions of words, update different parts of the mind, the gut, the heart. Okay, your gut's got enough neurons to have the brain of a cat, apparently. And your heart sends out more information to your brain than the brain sends to the heart. And the heart sends out the biggest energy field of everything, above all the auras. That's why you put the electrodes on and you can get a decent read when you 12 lead thingies on ER or whatever programs we like watching. I think we've done. Give me some feedback, and if you need any more information, ask. But now you can Google the universe. Once you get the technique half working, any problems, you can ask. So you can snowball it. You can butterfly your own effect. Enjoy.